guys, I'm back again with another video. This week I'll be showing you my version 2 of my mob farm using a minecart system, a very unique farm. I fixed a lot of problems since version 1 and I'll go over all the fixes shortly, but I want to re-explain how this farm works to all the people that have not seen my version 1 farm yet. So, first off, okay, let's just jump straight into it. So first off, say you jump in the minecart, you push yourself off, you'll shoot off a track that takes you all the way upstairs. Now once you're upstairs, there's a big long dark tunnel that goes for about 200 blocks, and there is spawning pads on both sides of that room. And what happens is, as you're traveling down, you will aggro the mobs. They will drop to their death, which there's a tunnel, drop tunnel on this side, and there's a drop tunnel on that side. So what actually happens is the mobs will drop to their death, and then you'll just keep doing laps upstairs, and a piston clock will actually count how many laps you've done, and then eventually it'll change the track automatically, sending you back down the track here, sending you to collect all that loot that you've been gathering. See, these are the drop tunnels. So you'll shoot along this track here, gathering all the loot, which should be spread all over here because these are the drop tunnels. And then you're doing a giant loop, so you'll do a giant loop, and the same thing over here. These are the two drop tunnels. And then you'll fly back here, collecting all this loot, and you'll come back to the station here. Now you'll do you'll do that 6 more times. And a big piston clock underneath here will actually be timing you, so your inventory will be near full, and this track here will turn back off, allowing you to pull nice and safe up into the station, allowing you to unload all your goods and repeat that process if you like. Okay, so now I've explained the basics of the farm. I'll tell you the guys that have seen my version 1. So what I've done is, as you can see, there's now 2 drop tunnels instead of one large one, and now spiders can no longer touch you while you're riding the tracks, because sometimes in the version 1 mobs would survive the fall all the way down somehow. I don't know how, or they could be spawning in here, don't know. But what would happen, a spider would get jammed up underneath, and you know, all sorts of bad things would happen. So in this design, you're safely riding inside a half slab, and no mob can fit in this little gap. So anything that doesn't die, you're pretty much safe anyway. And you'll still gather loot even if it's up the top here, on the sides, doesn't matter. So you'll gather loot in 1 block in each direction from your minecart here. Okay, so that's one of the pretty major changes right there. Now I'll take you upstairs for the next major change, and then we'll give it a test run, and then I'll show you all the rest of the systems and how everything works. But first off, we'll go upstairs. I will crack it open and show you the spawning pads and what new distances I've changed everything to get the sweet spot, so you no longer get shot by skeletons. Well, I haven't got shot yet. You'll probably find, I won't say it's impossible to get shot, just because you know, there might be someone out there might lag or something, or get shot, and that's all I need. Yeah, so I won't say it's impossible to get shot. So we'll go up the top, right up the top, where the dark rooms are. This is all maintenance access. You'll never need to come up here. So here's the track that you'll travel on, and aggroing all the mobs inside these dark rooms. Now I'm going to have to crack this open because I didn't put any maintenance access or anything like that, so bear with me. Okay, so I'll just take off these sides here, take off all this so you can see everything, and then I'll put it back together. We got to be careful, these mobs. We've got some dropping down these chutes already. But as you can see, I've changed it dramatically from the last. The spawning pads here are very short now. They're only 3 blocks wide. Now we've got the hatches here, so mobs think they think they're a full block, and they walk on them, and then they fall off. And then we have 7 blocks of regular and half slabs up here. Now, reason why I've adjusted this, because in the original version I only had the 1 wide, and then there was just a big drop here, and then all that was spawning pads. But not anymore, because you used to get shot from arrows and all sorts of nonsense. So after a lot of testing, I figured that it needs at least 7 blocks here, 7 blocks of half slabs and a little baby gap here, so you will not get shot. Actually, arrow men will not probably fire on you. I haven't heard the skeletons actually fire on me once since I've been riding this now. So they still aggro, they still fall off the edge, they run towards you, they die. So let me fix all this back up and I'll take you guys downstairs and we'll start doing a test run and get some loot up, and then we'll put it through the item sorter, and I'll explain all that shortly. But yeah, so you'll pretty much, as I said, you do what, 5 or 6 laps, you'll go over this and it turns a piston clock upstairs here, and that will turn around and change the track automatically for you. So this track here will change, so you'll shoot off back downstairs, and then on the way back up this track will change back, so you'll jump the rail here and you'll just start doing another 5 laps, and yeah, you just pretty much rinse and repeat the process. Sorry it's a little confusing. I did try to, as I was saying in the original video, try to make this farm very unique and different from everybody else. And yes, we still kept the occasional spawn up here because there is some dark spots. Where did you go? Thought I saw somebody. Oh well, must be in my imagination. Oh, it could have been the minecarts. I'll explain all this later on when we are finished doing an entire lap. But we'll jump down this fast down tunnel. Okay, so let's just start the system up. All you have to do to start the system up now is to jump in this and just hold W. Look in the direction that you need to go, which is this way. Hold W. And there, it'll take you from there. And you don't have to do a single thing. Now, I should have unloaded my inventory before coming, because it will fill up your inventory full of goods. Okay. So as you can see, we're now on course and we are aggroing mobs as we're going along, which will make them drop off the edge. So, pretty basic, nice and simple. No arrow guy, no skeletons shooting at us, which is good. So we're not taking any damage. And we will do this around, I don't know, about 5 times I think it was, and then it'll change tracks automatically to go back downstairs. So this is an Enderman farm, spider farm, does all the hostile mobs, which is fantastic. And if you get bored, you can bring a bow up here and you can shoot these guys from the cart. So technically it's an XP farm as well. I did try it out, and I did get some XP globes when I was downstairs gathering the loot, which is kind of cool. So yeah, as I said, we'll do this a few times. So let me bring up my stuff up here so we can see how much loot one run gives. So as I said, probably it's easier to empty out your inventory completely empty before coming up here. So, see, we're not getting shot by anything. It's really working really well. The old farm, the version 1, you used to get slaughtered by arrow skeletons. They used to shoot the cart from underneath you out. They used to just hit you, and you'd have to bring food with you, and it wasn't good. But in this version, that's all fixed. I'm hoping that it's all fixed, because as I said, I've done a lot of runs so far, and not a single problem with skeletons shooting you through these little gaps. And even if they do get an arrow off, it usually hits either top or bottom before it even touches you. I've heard them shoot before, but I have never been hit yet. So we should be almost on our last run very shortly. Just bear with me, guys. I should have sped up this, but I'm just showing all the people that haven't seen this farm in action already. Well, in action. So we run over the piston clock. You can hear the piston clock upstairs changing. I think this might be the last run. I'm not quite sure. Creeper Steve! So yeah, now they run towards you and they sort of just fall off, which is good. So pretty much you are the bait in this mob farm design. You're just the bait. You're just flying up and down, and you're not really doing much. You can go AFK. This machine will fill your inventory by itself. You don't need to do anything. As I said, the whole thing's on piston clocks. So yeah, your inventory will be almost full, and it will pull you up in the station down there, ready to unload, and then you can repeat that process all over again. See, now we're going downstairs to collect all that nice loot. Sorry if you're getting sick. Okay. So yeah, now we collect all the loot. Now the track does look a little bit funny, but that's a lighting issue, and we are currently in a half slab. But as you can see, we're getting ender pearls. We're getting everything that we need. And we're nice and safe in here, so we got no problems with other mobs. And we've gone on to the other drop chute, gathering more loot. Now loot fluctuates. You know, you can get like almost 2 rows. You can get 1 row. Yeah, it's all as I said, it just fluctuates. Now we're just about to run over another detector rail, which will power a piston. Now we'll repeat that process until our inventory is full. Once our inventory is full, we should come to a stop in that station. But I'm going to skip that bit. I'm going to let this go until we're full, and then I'll hit record again, and yeah, then I'll show you that part. Okay guys, so I'm on my last run now. We just went up and did some laps, and now we're going down to collect the last lot of loot before it should pull us into the station. Now as you can see, my inventory is pretty much almost full. You'll probably find it will overfill, because we're not meant to have the you're meant to empty your inventory completely out before coming on this, because normally it should bring you up to about here in items. It usually leaves the last couple of slots free. As I said, the loot fluctuates all the time. Sometimes it's you get an overstocked inventory, sometimes you get an under. It varies, so just take that into account. But yeah, we are pretty much full. So yeah, last one, and we're skipping all the gunpowder and a lot of items we're skipping right now, because we are full. But yeah, we should go over this detector rail last time. It will turn off. Yep, see, now we're pulled nice and safely into the station, and you can do that again if you like. Well, I would suggest emptying inventory, and you can do that whole thing and fill up your inventory again. But let's move on to the next stage, shall we? So, what we have here is this giant wall of chests and hoppers. So pretty much what I thought of, because normally I have just a few chests and yeah, but these things get overfull really quick thanks to all this loot that I'm getting. So I figured I'm just going to build a wall of chests. Now each row of chests are different items. So this first one is gunpowder. As you can see, nearly 2 full chests already. And the next one is just ender pearls. And the next one's bone. And then, yeah, so you get it. And then the end items are miscellaneous. So pretty much what will happen is, because originally I thought I was going to have glass floors and just have room after room after room full of chests. And I figured instead of doing that, let's just have a giant wall of chests, and let's just let a system fill up sort it out up the top and put it in the right chests. So eventually all this could be full of gunpowder right up to the top. If you take a stack of gunpowder out, it will just automatically start moving down the items for you. So that's what I thought. I just thought that would be cool to have something like that here, and I did. I installed it. It took a lot of my iron up and a ton of wood, but it was worth it. So what we have here is we have the item sorter chest. So pretty much we throw all your items in here like this. Just all your items, just throw them all in. You can even throw your miscellaneous junk in there. Let's throw all all the other, just everything. Let's just throw everything. Well, not the sword, because we may need that if we get any spawns, but there we go. So it's sucking out really quickly, and I'll take you at the back here to what's actually happening. So we got 2 minecarts on both sides filling up. In this design, there we go. Well, that's the hopper. I can't. No, I can't click on it. No. So the hoppers are filling up the minecarts, and once the minecarts are full, signal will come out of the comparator there and will come around powering the track they're on, shooting them both upstairs to do exactly the same thing, just unloading instead of loading. And that's how it works. So originally I did have a dropper elevator, and I tried like 5 different designs I found offline, and they work, but only for a certain amount of time. Like 5 or 6 times later, items are getting jammed up, something's happening, or it's just breaking, and it's unreliable, and it frustrates me. It frustrated me so bad, because this farm was done on Monday. It's just getting the item elevator with the new droppers in was a pain in the backside. I kept tearing it down, putting a new design up, and that's why this video is so late, because it took me nearly all week just to figure out how to do that. But as I said, it was really unreliable. Those droppers, having a dropper elevator was really unreliable, especially that big. It's probably because of the size of the entire structure, you know, so much can go wrong. But I figured, let's just go the old-fashioned way. Let's just use minecarts. So that's what I've done. I'm just using a dual minecart system, so it sucks out that loot really quickly instead of having a single minecart system, which will take, you'll have to do 2 trips. But pretty much once this is all gone, see, our picks and our shovels, no problem, they're going to end up in the miscellaneous chest down there, but all the rest will get automatically sorted out. So that will continue draining out. We'll just leave that alone. We'll go upstairs, because hopefully shortly when they're finished draining out, they'll shoot themselves up here. This hasn't broken yet, and yeah, I've filled that chest to capacity. Oh, it's fantastic. Nothing's breaking like the dropper system that I tried to put in. But what actually happens next? Let's see if we can get up there safely. I didn't bring any blocks with me. Same thing. Both carts will come up, pull into this station. As soon as one item drops into the hopper, a comparator will change the signal here, turning off the track. So it will just be stuck here until it's fully unloaded, and as soon as there's no items going through that hopper, comparator turns back, changes the signal again, turning it on. So we'll probably wait until these carts are finished and coming up. But yeah, well, the next part here is a hopper item sorter. I found this design offline. I found a way compact version than this online, but I didn't really need a compact version. I wanted the gap, because they recommended using a trap chest and a normal chest, because you could put them side by side with not having an issue. But I didn't really want that. I wanted the gap in the middle. I wanted to put glowstone up the center of it to light up the entire wall. But so all I did is just grabbed that design, but edited a little bit to turn it into what I wanted it for, which is I won't go into too many details, but the top hoppers here, just pretty much pipes. Picture them as pipes, that's all they're doing. And then the second one's the filter, which that will filter out the items that you want, and the bottom one will just put it in the chest for you. That's the simplest way I can put it for you. But you know, there's a little bit of redstoning in that in the works there, but that's how it works. So it comes up, unloads, automatically gets sorted, miscellaneous goes into the end one here, goes down. I think it's pretty cool, but these chests should be almost up here. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video, and we'll wait for these minecarts to come up here, and I'll show you how it works. We'll get an up close on these things automatically stopping and unloading themselves. All right. Okay, so we're at the bottom again. The chests are just about done. Oh, there we go. Both of them are now shot up the top. There we go. So we'll go up the top now, and I'll show you the unloading. Okay, so here come the chests to unload. Pulled in the station. And now they will automatically fully unload themselves now. So as I said, as soon as the As soon as this bottom hopper here stops getting loot, the signal for the tracks will be turned back on, shooting the minecarts back downstairs so it can repeat the process. Now these minecarts will constantly travel on a loop, going up, down, until the track turns off, until it detects the items that it needs to take, and then it will come to a stop. So if you hear the minecarts out the bank, it's them just going up and down. So what's actually happening now is, if you can see a repeater flashing, that's what item it is currently sorting. So it's not sorting any items as of yet, because it possibly be still traveling in this top hoppers. So as I was saying, these top hoppers are pretty much like a pipe, and then the second row is pretty much the filters, and the third just goes into the chest really. And yeah, so if we click on, and as you can see it's draining out the gunpowder, and that will travel down and will be filtered into the gunpowder. Oh, here we go. We got some flashing going on. So right there is whatever item that's going on. We can't currently see. Oh, bones. That's what's going on. So bones for that one is being filtered, and all my pickaxes and stuff should end up in the miscellaneous chest, which is here. And that's how it works. So as I said, this design, I did get this design off the internet. It was a lot more compact, the one I watched, and I just pretty much made it, I redesigned it for what I needed it to. So I watched a few designs. They're actually the same design, just a little bit altered, and they all claim to be the creators of this design. So technically I don't know who the original creator was. I don't watch too many other YouTubers, but yeah, no, as I said, I altered it for my design. If you guys want a tutorial or more complex video on how it all works, no problem, I can do that. If enough people want it, then of course I'll do it. So this will completely drain out, and when they've finished draining out, as I said, it will shoot off and just redo a loop. You're not really meant to come back here. This is all maintenance area, as I said in the beginning. Or if you get off the track upstairs, or you get stuck, or something's broken, then of course you've got the maintenance area for pretty much easy access. So the track is constantly powered because there's no items in there currently. But say if we put an item in this hopper, it will turn off, so the minecart will come to complete stop, grab that item and take it upstairs. But we don't want that to happen. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the major changes. Pretty much the 2 drop tunnels and the upstairs, and of course all this is a big change. I really wanted a fully like automatic sorting system, so I could quickly jump off the train, run over here, shift click all my items into the chest, run back and continue on my way. As I said, this will do like about 6 loops before this track will turn off. Now why this track is turned off at the moment, what happens is, once you're doing a full loop, and just as you hit the detector rail, which is behind the wall there, this track will turn on, allowing you to keep going for another until your inventory is full, and then this will turn back off. But I'll quickly show you down at this little piston clock down here. See, another maintenance area. I don't think you could really see anything. I shouldn't have gave up my tools. That's currently getting sorted. Okay, so this is really the piston clock. It's just piston clocks throwing around a full block of redstone, which that redstone will, as soon as it gets around to a certain point, powers this repeater, which turns the track off. And that's pretty basic. That's how it works, really. Again, this is fully downloadable. You can go to my channel. There's a link on my channel. Whoa, Pigman just come through. So there's a link on my channel for this. You can come, play, destroy, see how everything works for yourself, replicate it, don't really care. But and again, the texture pack's also in the description. World save is now on my channel. It's not in the description, it's on my channel. So you guys can quickly run over to my channel, grab the save if you want to come play with this or any other thing. Oh man, I should have fixed that wall up. I shouldn't have. Let me see if some cobblestone are in here. Fix this wall up before. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's really kind of a really open field. The glass is on the front. I think it's a lot better than version 1. I have an idea for version 3 for this farm. Very, very, very good idea. But That won't come for a very, very long time. I'm kind of sick of playing with this farm already. Yeah, so I think those minecarts might be almost unloaded. Talking to you guys for that long, we'll go have a look. As I said, this is all maintenance back here. You don't really ever need to come back here unless you're planning to get off the cart early. Oh, another frequent question asked from version 1 is, what happens if you get off the cart halfway through a cycle? And this is exactly why I brought my sword, because this is not lit up properly. But what happens if you get off in the middle of a cycle? Well, what will happen is you will all that will happen is you'll pull into the you'll put another minecart down on the station, you'll go, but your next run will be like slashed in half, so you won't really have a full inventory. Because I got that question a lot in the last one, because the piston clock will be halfway around if you got off in the middle of a run. That's all that will happen. Is next time it will be pretty short. Geez, this must be all full. Well, one just took off, I heard it. Come on, I want to show you guys it take off. Far out. I don't know what it's sorting gunpowder right now. So as you can see, one minecart is fully empty, and all it will do is just go up and down, up and down, up and down until you put more items in the system, and then it will stop, grab those items, bring them upstairs, do the whole thing over and over again. It's, as I said, that this design was just, it doesn't fail, nothing breaks, which is fantastic. So as I said, well, it's draining out now. Woohoo! So that's just about to take off for us. Yeah, so as I said, I tried many other dropper designs to get the loot up here, you know, like a digital way instead of these old-fashioned minecarts. But it works for a little while, and then things would start happening. Items will jam up halfway up, and you'd have to remove it manually. And no, I didn't want all that. I wanted it complete, you know, so we don't have to do any maintenance on the machine. There we go. Both of them are fully empty now. So it's perfect. I quite like it. So yeah, as I was saying, the download is on my channel. You guys can go grab it. You guys can go come have a play for yourselves. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you all later.